Okay, let's talk about taper. Taper for half Ironman, taper for Ironman. Lots of people don't like taper. It can be uncomfortable. It can be tough mentally. So let's talk about 5 things to do to help with taper. And just to get at it real quick, it's about energy management, okay? It's about just keeping your stuff together, having all of this energy, and knowing what to do with it. Okay, we can do some very specific things and can really help to manage taper. And one of the things is just straight off the top, many seasons in, you get used to it, just like rest days. So anyway, here's 5 things to do about taper. First of all, recognize that you're doing less volume. So you've built up kind of this store of energy, how you're rolling through the day. So you're having less volume, and you're like, okay, have all this energy. And that's where we talk about energy management. And think about, for the planners and the people maybe new to the longer distances, you get really tied into the training plan, and getting the long stuff done is proof that you can do it. And you have to have a little bit of faith to be able to navigate the fact that the volume's going down and that the body is still recovering, it's still building up stores, and you end up, if you rest well and recover well, do some active recovery, things get actually better than, say, your last long distance. It's the wonderful thing about good, smart training, heart rate based training, etc., is it all kind of comes together like when you put the cake in the oven and it kind of bakes. That's what taper is. So anyway, less energy burned, less endorphins. So if you, might experience a little bit of kind of down because when you're exercising and whatnot, you're making some feel-good hormones. So anyway, number 1, recognize that volume is going down. Hopefully with your training plan, how we train is that while the volume does go down, the intensity goes up. There's wonderful things that happen in taper as far as priming up the anaerobic system. Anyway, so number 2, if you've been doing your training right and your coach has been talking to you about finding a mantra, finding some sort of reasons why, things to say to yourself mentally throughout the training, you should have been working on mental toughness, mental grit, things to say, things to focus on, number of reasons why you're even doing this. And this is the time to really start pulling all of that together and really reaping the rewards for doing some of those hard swim sessions where you are saying in your mind your mantra. An example, I have my people when they're doing fast 50s or doing the longer pacing workouts, repeat to yourself while you're doing those laps, I am stronger, I am awesome, long and strong. Whatever it is that maps up with your swim stroke, when you're doing it hard, when it's boring or you're tired, or you're working on that speed, I am stronger, to not give in and not give up. If you practice the mantra during all of those different workouts, it becomes like your favorite pair of jeans. It's something that you can utilize to help you keep on point. And so in taper, now is the time to bring that up and really start repeating to yourself these things. Heck, I even take a Sharpie and write it on my hand, okay? Moving into number 3, if you haven't found your mantra or some sort of image or something, if you're approaching half Ironman, I always go into it with some sort of overlying personal growth theme. And I write it on my hand. When taper starts, I write it on my hand and I repeat it to myself every time I worry about the race, every time I have self-doubt. It's a really good mental skill to do, and it helps you with what we're going to talk about next as far as kind of a trigger, why it's on my hand, because I see it a lot, to help me move things from this worried self-doubt. It's all energy, remember? You've built all this up, so move that from worry, self-doubt, anxiety, and move it into And so seeing it on my hand, like Ironman Texas, I had a heart there. I was working on heart related issues, actually AFib and stuff like that. But trying to balance doing the very best that I could with maintaining heart health and stuff like that. So write it on your hand, practice your mantra, say it every time you have self-doubt, anxiety, worry. It's that mental grit. Okay. Number 4, like we were just talking about, move that energy from self-doubt, worry, move it into I got this. Find that I got that hat, put it on, and every time you have self-doubt, or even spend time when you're driving and just repeat to yourself, I am stronger, I am stronger, I am stronger. I have a bracelet that I bought and it says I am stronger than the storm. When I was doing Ironman Texas, everything around me, the pictures, I printed pictures, I put it on my desk, the shirt that I had, I am stronger than the storm. That's kind of mapped up to the heart that I had written on my hand. I had that heart on my hand for weeks. It's a mental game. Keep on point. And that can really help you with managing taper. Okay. Number 5 is very tangible. So with the decrease of volume and we tend to start to relax, just like if we were in a stressful job situation, you get sick after the stressful event. Adrenaline is going down, your body is recognizing that, stuff is going on, and just things start kind of dissipating. You might not completely do your nutrition on point. So I suggest to all of my athletes, take Airborne. Airborne specifically, take Airborne. Take your Bs, take extra Juice Plus if you're taking Juice Plus. Relax. Don't be around sick people. Invest in bubble wrap. Airborne, take the Airborne like 2 weeks before your race and a week after your race. Take the Airborne, sleep well, don't be around snotty people, and get some bubble wrap. So I hope that helps with taper. 5 reasons why. Recognize, practice your mantra, write that bad boy down on your hand, on your wrist, print it out. 4, focus on moving that energy. Move that energy from nervous, unsure to I got this. Do the best that you can. And then number 5, take care of yourself. Do everything that you can to not get sick. Hope you're having a great day.